been a little bit of a while since I sat on my bed and made a YouTube video, and I was like, you know what, I want to switch up the scenery because I always sit on the floor. So here we are. Here's a different scenery. Also, I wrote Merry Christmas on my whiteboard, and in my last video you guys saw my Christmas tree. So it is December. Christmas is all around my room and in my house. But anyway, hey, what is up, you guys? It is Taylor, and today I have a super exciting video for you guys today. I am so excited about this one. So I've done a lot of different videos about like my favorite childhood albums, my favorite albums of all time, and just stuff revolving around albums. And today I am going to be doing a video that I thought about when I was watching a Why Don't We interview, ironically, which is so strange to me. Today I'm going to be doing my favorite albums that tell a story. Now, there are so many albums that I have on this list today, and I just want to apologize in advance. I have about 17 albums to talk about, and I did not realize that most of these albums that I listen to kind of have a story to them, and I guess I really like story albums for some reason. So I really hope you guys enjoy this video. Make sure y'all subscribe to my channel if you have not already. My name is Taylor, and let's hop into this video because we have a lot of albums to talk about, and I really apologize. I was trying to just do 10, I swear, but then I started coming up with more. So here we are. Anyways, we're gonna go from 17 to 1. You all know the drill on this channel. Usually it's 10 to 1, but it's 17. Oh my goodness, we're gonna be here for so long. Anyways, let's just get started. Okay, so number 17 is Narrated for You by Alec Benjamin. As you guys know, I'm pretty obsessed with Alec Benjamin. I don't really talk about him that much throughout any of my videos. Like I don't have a specific video like just dedicated to Alec Benjamin about like merch or anything like that, but I really do love Alec Benjamin. I think he's amazing, and a lot of his songs are great, and his little Narrated for You little mixtape album thing, I think this came out like 2 years ago or something, and it's just absolutely amazing. I love every single song on it. I feel like there's a little bit of love, a little bit of heartbreak, and just some somewhat upbeat songs. He doesn't really have too many upbeat songs. Some of them are like a little bit sad, but I love Alec Benjamin. I think he's great, and I feel like he's very, very underrated. So if you have listened to him, definitely go check him out. He's great, and this album just really tells a really cute story about a lot of random things. So if you want to hear a little bit of love, a little bit of heartbreak, Alec Benjamin is definitely the person for you to listen to. He's just awesome. Okay, number 16 is 8 Letters by Why Don't We. Of course, I have to throw in Why Don't We about every single video that I make on this channel. I try not to do that, I swear. But, so Why Don't We's 8 Letters album, the reason that I put this on here is because I've listened to this album, too many times to count. It's really embarrassing at this point, but I love Why Don't We. I think they're great, but I feel like this album definitely tells a really good story. So obviously the first track is 8 Letters. It's a little bit of love, and then it's like some communication stuff, then it just goes to like a party song like Friends, and then it gets into like a breakup song like Hard. And this album is just great. It may only have 8 songs on it, but I think it's really good for the way that they did this album and the way they kind of like presented it and like wrapped it up and things like that. And I love this album. I think it's great, and I can't wait for their new album that's coming out the day before my birthday next year, so that's very exciting as well. So I hope that tells a story too, because I feel like Why Don't We's pretty good at that. But yeah, I love this album. I think it's amazing. If you guys haven't heard it, definitely go check it out, because Why Don't We, like I would say, Why Don't We has bops. So okay, number 15 is Louder by R5. I know I haven't talked about R5 in a long time. I know they changed their band name to The Driver, all those type of things, but for the sake of this video, they're R5. So I've been a huge fan of R5 since like 2013 or something like that. I don't know, it's been a very long time. I've always been very into them. I got into them because of my sister, and also Ross Lynch being on Austin Alley. I'm pretty sure that's how most people know about R5, Driver Ever, whatever you want to call them. But I feel like Louder I listened to a lot throughout middle school. I haven't listened to that album in a very, very long time, just because I got into a bunch of other things. But I absolutely love this album. I feel like it definitely tells like a very interesting story. It's a little bit of love, a little bit of heartbreak, kind of like I said about Alec Benjamin. But I absolutely love this album. I think it's amazing, and it's just great. I don't really have much to say about it. I just wanted to kind of toss it on here because I really think it tells a really cool story. Okay, number 14 is a person that I don't really talk about too much on this channel. I think I have a video about her, but I'm not really sure. But anyway, number 14 is Fearless by Taylor Swift. Oh my god, we all know Taylor Swift is a very, very good storyteller. I'm pretty sure you guys all know that if you guys, you know, kind of keep up with her. I don't listen to her that much, but I do listen to her like every once in a while. I know like her bigger songs or whatever, but Fearless is just such a good album. I love this album. I have it on vinyl, CD, and obviously I have it on Spotify and things like that. But I just love this album. I think it's great. Like I said, I haven't listened to it in a long time, just like I said about the R5 one. But this album is just great. I love a lot of the lyrics in these songs, and 15's a really good one. Fearless is so good. Like, I feel like Taylor Swift never comes out with a bad song, so I really love this one. Don't really have much to say about it, but yeah, it's just a really good one. Okay, number 13 is Handwritten by Shawn Mendes. I know Shawn Mendes just came out with the album recently. Haven't really taken the time to listen to it. After his first album, in my personal opinion, he kind of just lost me. But you know what? That's okay. I still think he's great. And he obviously has a lot of awesome success, which is great. And I'm very, very happy for him. But Handwritten, I think came out when I was in like 7th grade or something like that. Oh my god. Guys, I just love this album. I don't listen to it that much anymore, but like my 7th grade self, oh my god, I listen to this album so much and I absolutely love it. And I just love how it kind of tells a story. I think it's mostly about love on this album and like just some other like random little things, but this album is great. I love it. I got it on vinyl like 2 years ago for my birthday. I'm not really sure, but this album is great and I could go on and on, but I'm not going to do that. Okay, so number 12 is We by Nash. I love Nash so much and I listened to him a lot throughout my junior year of high school, and when I really took the time to listen to this album, I was like, oh my god, this is one of my favorite albums that definitely tells a story. It's a little bit of love, anxiety stuff, a little bit of just like, you know, lifting your spirits and things like that, just like kind of getting out of like a sad funk, and I just love this album. I think it's amazing. Nash is definitely so underrated. I feel like he's such a really awesome performer. I did see him when I saw All Time Low about like 2 years ago, and I wanted to see him sololy, but I couldn't go for some reason. I think I had something to do, but the next time he goes on tour, I'm definitely gonna go because he's definitely a top person that I definitely want to see like solo. And I love Nash. I think he's amazing, and I feel like he's very underrated. He definitely talks about a lot of like mental health stuff, and I feel like throughout 2020 a lot of people definitely struggled with mental health things, or just like kind of just trying to get out of like a weird funk because nobody can really go anywhere. So yeah, Nash is definitely a good person to listen to if you want to get out of like some mental health stuff. Not trying to offend anybody that has mental health stuff. I'm just saying if you want to get out of like a weird funk, definitely listen to him. I don't know what's going on with my voice right now. This is crazy. Anyways, number 11 is On Your Side by Rocket to the Moon. A Rocket to the Moon, I was never really like heavily obsessed with them. I just really love this album. This is the only album that I like by them. I'm sorry. And I like another song by them, but I can't think of it right now. But I really love this album. I think it's great. It definitely kind of tells a story about a little bit of love. And I think there's like 2 sad songs on this album, I'm pretty sure. And I just really love this album. It's great. And if you haven't heard it, definitely go check it out. I think my sister got me into one of her songs. So that's how I started listening to the rest of this album. And I haven't listened to this album in a long time. Wow, I need to re-listen to things. But I haven't listened to this album in a long time, but it's a good one, and if you haven't heard it, definitely go check it out. Okay, number 10 is one of my favorite albums of 2016. I know 2016 was a very long time ago, but seriously guys, it's one of my favorites. So this is Up at Night by Cimrelli. I've always been very into Cimrelli. I got very into them when they did a cover of What Makes You Beautiful by One Direction, and that's when I really got into them. I like their covers and I like the original stuff that I just went back and forth, so I kind of just like everything. Now I don't really heavily keep up with them that much anymore, but Up at Night, oh my god, literally their best album, tells a whole story and it's just amazing. I have it on vinyl and I have it on CD as well, and oh my god, this album is just great. I love every single song on it. Before October's Gone, one of the best sad songs I've ever heard in my entire life. I don't listen to it that much because, you know, sad songs make me a little bit too sad nowadays, but I just, oh my god, that song is a masterpiece. Thank you, Danny, for writing that. But yeah, this album is great. If you want a whole story about like love and a little bit of heartbreak, definitely listen to this song, or listen to this album, excuse me. It's amazing. Just go listen to it. Okay, number 9 is an album that I listened to so much throughout, I think my freshman year, my sophomore year of high school. I really don't remember, but that is Stories for Mondays by the Somerset. Now the Somerset is not a band anymore, which is kind of sad, but I absolutely love this album. I think it's amazing. It's definitely just a fun, upbeat album. It's about like, you know, there's a song called like Figure Me Out, then there's like just some other random songs, and this album's amazing. I have listened to this one in a hot minute. Oh my god, I need to re-listen to some of these albums. What is wrong with me? But anyway, I love this album. It's amazing, and I love the Somerset, and they have some pretty good songs as well. I haven't listened to them in a while, but yeah, I love this album. It's amazing. Okay, number 8 is Walls by Louis Tomlinson, who is obviously One Direction, as you guys know. So he came out with an album earlier this year, and I have it on CD because I bought it in Target one day, I think around like February, like way before COVID hit. And oh my god, this album is amazing, and there's like some love songs, some like little bit of sad songs, just some upbeat ones, and I love Louis Tomlinson. And I knew when One Direction kind of broke off, I was like, I really hope Louis goes solo, because he was always my favorite one to like sing in the One Direction songs and things like that. And I just absolutely love Louis. I think he's amazing, and this album is great. And if you haven't listened to it, definitely go check it out, because I feel like Louis is a little bit underrated between like Niall and Harry and Liam. So definitely go listen to this album. It's great. Just saying, if you want like some little bit of love, little bit of heartbreak, I don't know. Okay, next album, which is number 7, and it's his 5 Seconds of Summer self-titled album, which is just called 5 Seconds of Summer. So 5 songs I got into around like my 7th grade, middle school. I don't really know what the heck I was trying to say there. Anyway, I absolutely love 5 Seconds of Summer. They kind of lost me on their last album, but 5 songs has been one of those bands that I've listened to for years. I've met them twice, and I've seen them, I think, twice. Well, if you count Jingle Ball, then I guess that kind of counts. But I love 5 songs. I think that they are great people, and I absolutely love their first album. Their first album is my favorite thing on the planet, and I hopefully get it one day on vinyl, because I've been wanting that for so long. Like, it's literally ridiculous at this point, and I just love 5 songs. Their first album definitely tells a story about like some crush songs, and like, you know, there's Amnesia, the good sad song that we all know and love, and I just love 5 Seconds of Summer. I think they're great, and if you guys haven't listened to their first album, you definitely should. I feel like not a lot of people care about their first album anymore, but I do. It's my favorite thing on the planet, and I love it so much, and I have no shame of it whatsoever. Okay, number 6 is an album that I listened to so much throughout my freshman year of high school, and I think this is why I don't listen to it that much anymore, but that is Future Hearts by All Time Low. I don't know if you guys can really see my All Time Low poster right there, but I absolutely love All Time Low. They're just great. I'm obsessed with Alex, as most of you guys know, and Future Hearts is definitely my favorite album by them. I feel like it definitely tells a really just interesting story about kind of just like figuring out the Future Hearts era, and just like, I don't know, it has a variety of very cool songs on it, and I just love this album. I think it's great, and yeah, I don't really have much to say about it. I haven't listened to this album in a while, but it was definitely one of my favorites my freshman year, and it definitely brings me back to around my freshman year of high school when I would listen to this album constantly. Okay, number 5 is Crybaby and K-12 by Melanie Martinez. I'm obsessed with Melanie Martinez, and I was supposed to see her this year, but unfortunately due to COVID, I'm going to see her next year, and I'm very excited about that, because I've been dying to see Melanie Martinez for way too long, and I just said, you know what, I'm just going to buy the tickets. I don't care. I've been waiting way too long to see her, and I'm so excited to see her next year. Unfortunately, like I said, I was supposed to see her this year, but hey, not a big deal. But I absolutely love Melanie Martinez. I think she's amazing, and I think she's such a cool, unique artist, and her first 2 albums, obviously Crybaby came out like a couple years ago, and K-12 came out some point last year, and these 2 albums just definitely tell a story. So Crybaby is basically like a bunch of childhood theme songs, but they're all adult situations. They're kind of the same with K-12, but it's more like school related, and I absolutely love these 2 albums. They're amazing. Crybaby is still a great record, and I don't listen to it that much anymore, but I love Melanie Martinez. I think she's just amazing, and she just never disappoints with an album, and she's just, oh my god, I love her, and I want to meet her one day so bad. My friend Julie has met her a few times, but I wasn't a huge fan at the time when my friend Julie is very into her, but I love Melanie Martinez. I think she's great. If you guys haven't listened to her, you definitely should. Warning, she does curse a lot, so just tossing that out there. Not that anybody really, you know, cares about cursing, but if you're a little bit younger, I suggest you don't listen to her, because yeah. Okay, Number 4 is Peace in a Panic by Neck Deep. Oh my goodness, you guys. I have a Neck Deep shirt on right now, ironically. But Neck Deep is one of my favorite bands. I saw them about 2 years ago, and I was supposed to see them this year, but unfortunately seeing them next year, which I'm still excited about. Still something to look forward to. But I love Neck Deep. They are amazing, and their Peace in a Panic album really, really made me get into them. And this album definitely just tells like a random story about like just like some relationship stuff, just some random stuff. I don't really know how to explain this album. You kind of just have to listen to it. But I love this album. It's amazing, and it's definitely one of my favorites. I listened to this so much throughout my sophomore year of high school, and I think that's why I don't listen to it that much anymore. But I love Neck Deep. I think they're great, and if you haven't listened to this album, you definitely should, because there's some pretty good bops on this album. Not even a lot of songs would be stuck in my head when I already listened to them like twice in one day, and I'd be like, well, I'm going to listen to it again because it's stuck in my head. Like, what am I supposed to do, you know? Okay, number 3 is Believe by Justin Bieber. So, Believe is one of my favorite albums of all time. I love this album so much, and I haven't listened to it in a while, but it's still a good one. Be Alright's one of my favorite Justin Bieber songs ever, and I think Justin Bieber is great. All his old music is, oh my god, literally still my favorite. I listen to it every once in a while, and Believe is just definitely a good storyteller album. It has like some love stuff and kind of just like confusing about crush things. I don't really know. Also Beauty and the Beat with Nicki Minaj. Such a bop, and I love this album. I actually have it on vinyl, and I have it on CD as well, I think. I'm not really sure, but I love this album. It's amazing, and I wish I would have heard a lot of these songs live. I don't know why I got in and out of my Justin Bieber One Direction type phases, because I really could have probably seen this album live when Justin Bieber was, you know, around this era, but I didn't because I'm stupid. But I love this album. It's great. Go listen to it. Okay. There's a piece of hair on my phone. Anyways, okay. Number 2, wow, I can't believe we're on number 2 already. Number 2 is Our Past Lives by Against the Current. As you guys know, I'm very obsessed with Against the Current. They are amazing. I love them so much. I've met them twice and I've seen them 3 times, and they have such good songs. Like, I don't think they have one bad song that I probably don't really like. Their songs are super upbeat and fun. They're either like a little bit sad, a little bit of a crush song, or extremely shady, and I just love that about Against the Current. Their first 2 albums are great, but Our Past Lives definitely tells more of a story than their first album. Definitely more than their first album did, but I absolutely love this album. I think it's great, and I love how it kind of tells a story about like some relationship things, some crush things, and I just absolutely love Our Past Lives by Against the Current. Now, my number 1 favorite album that tells a story is Take Me Home by One Direction. This is my favorite album of all time. I could listen to this album over and over again and literally not get sick of it. And this album is just great. I love how there's like some fun upbeat songs. There's a little bit of love on here. And I just love this album. I think it tells a really, really cool story. And I love the way that One Direction kind of wrote a lot of cool lyrics in this album. She's Not Afraid, such a good song. Little Things is so good. Come On, or whatever the heck that song is so good as well. And I just absolutely love that album. So that was my top 17 favorite albums that tell a story. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure y'all subscribe to my channel if you have not already. My name is Taylor, and I'll see y'all next week. Alright, bye guys!